Hey there, Riddle third graders. Welcome to another video lesson. Today we are looking at fonts, and we're going to invent our own crazy looking font. The letter that we're going to use is the first letter of your last name. So Niemerg starts with an N. I'm going to use my art card. What I'm going to do is really large. I'm going to draw or write a large N really lightly. I know it looks backwards to you because of the screen. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around. The entire letter all the way around, and then that will make it into a bubble or block letter. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to do it lightly. After I do that, erase the middle that we started with. Erase the middle, and then I have a large block N. I know it looks backwards to you. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start to add decorations. So first of all, I want to make it have a stand on the bottom. So I'm going to make it fancy on the bottom here, and then I'm going to erase the inside lines. Erase the inside lines. Like that. I'm going to do the same at the top too. I'm going to make it look fancier. Yeah. Look at that. Alright. There's fancy. Now I want to... I'm making this up as I go. So you can be creative now, and you're thinking of different ways to add or things to add or shapes to add. I'm going to make a rectangle here, and it's going to be like there's a hole in the end. I'm going to do it over here as well, making a skinny rectangle. So whenever I color it, these will be little spaces that'll be nothing in there. So they're rectangles. Next, I'm thinking about some shapes. Make some circles. 1, 2, 3 circles going across. Next, I'm going to put some sort of a shape curving in here. These little lines are just little decorations. Now, I want to have some repetition. I want to have the 3 circles over here as well. And I'm going to repeat my little curved lines over here at the top too as well. I like repetition in my designs. You can see that I've repeated these here, and these circles I've repeated here, and this rectangle I've repeated here. So I've introduced 3 different designs, but each one is done twice. And with my letter N, I have, this is like a pillar, and this is like a pillar. So it's like, that's also repeated as well. The only thing that there's one of is what ties it together. So that is my design. I've got a lot of shapes. I've used a lot of shapes. I have not used organic shapes. Organic shapes would be shapes that are flowing like a leaf. They're more geometric shapes that I've kind of gone with. And that's okay. If you want to add, you could have some sort of organic shapes on there, but that's how you would talk about shapes. Next, I want to think about a color scheme, and I need to think about, I'm going to use black. I'm going to use maybe a light blue. I'm just kind of looking at the colors, decide what I want to use. Dark blue, light blue, and black. In my background, I think I'm going to use a pinkish, what's that called? Magenta. Alright, so I'm going to make most of the letter a light blue. So I'm going to go ahead and do that first. You can use any colors that you want. I'm using a light blue so that way the other colors that I use are going to really pop a little bit more, maybe, is what I'm thinking. And I mean pop is like I want them to show up. If I use a really dark color for the main color of my letter, I'm afraid that things are going to be hard to see. It's going to get kind of, the black is going to overtake everything, and you're not going to notice so much. Where the blue, I think that you're going to notice right away the pretty color of the baby blue, and then all of a sudden the accents are going to show because they're going to be a lot darker. The navy blue I have and the black are going to really stand out. That's what I'm thinking here, or that's how I'm thinking. So when you're picking out colors for things, you should be thinking kind of like that and try to imagine what it's going to look like before you use the color, of course. So it's having a plan, a little bit of a plan here. Next, what do I want to use? I'm going to use the dark blue. Yeah, it still shows up. That's what I was thinking. I'm going to do the repetition with circles with the blue then. Next, I'm going to use some black to outline this thing, these rectangles that are like holes. What I was thinking. And I'm going to make these shapes black. Okay. Outline my letter a little bit in black. Yeah, I like it. Next, the background. I'm just going to be simple. I'm going to do a little gradation if I can. Pressing hard. And getting light. I'm going to press hard near it. Look at that. That's kind of neat. There's my fancy font letter N. Kind of interesting. That was what I was kind of going for. I didn't want it to be very simple. So it has that artistic design. Unique. I look forward to seeing how yours turns out. Good luck.